Opacity and Fill can both build transparency for Photoshop layers, but the difference is always confusing to the beginners. I will explain it through this video and create a PSD file for everyone to experiment. Link is in the description for free. First, we can make two rectangles with the same color. Then, in the Layer panel, one adjusts opacity to 50% and the other adjusts fill to 50%. At this point, both rectangles look a little bit transparent. But even if you put them next to each other, you won't see any difference. Under what circumstances will opacity and fill give you different effects? As beginners, we can totally skip the Photoshop science behind this. You only need to understand that opacity and fill works differently in two situations. Layer style. Using this type layer as an example, double-click this layer in the Layer panel to add layer style. Let's put some drop shadow for this text layer. After that, let's change the opacity. The smaller the opacity is, the greater the transparency you will get. You can see that the white color of the text and the shadow displayed by the layer style also change with the opacity, becoming more and more transparent. When the opacity is adjusted to 0, everything is gone. Next, let's try the fill. When you make the fill smaller, you can clearly see that only the white of the text becomes more transparent. There is no change in the shadow displayed by the layer style. Even when you adjust fill to 0, only the white color of the text disappears. The shadow of the layer style remains. Of course, we can continue to put some bevel and emboss effects to the layer, even if the fill is 0 and the text is invisible. 2. Some of the blend modes. Again, let's make two rectangles with the same color and then use opacity 50% for one and 50% fill for the other. When we adjust the blend mode of these two rectangles at the same time, you'll notice that even with the same blend modes, sometimes they show the same result and sometimes it's totally different. Here I built this PSD file, marked the blend mode, which when opacity and fill will give you a different result. Remember, some of these rectangles need to use different colors to show the result better. Don't forget the link is in the description. Welcome to do some experiment on it. Thanks for watching. In the future videos, I will keep building PSD files if they can better help with your Photoshop skill, for free and for everyone to download, of course. Don't forget to subscribe.